I'm going to be showing you how to do an oil and gear oil change on a Honda BF2.3. The break-in period has just completed, the first 10 hours, and now we have to change the oil according to the manufacturer's instructions. Now the first thing I'm going to do is change the transmission oil. As you can see, there are two screw heads on the gear case. This drains the oil, and this screw allows the air to come out when you're refilling it. Now these are rather large screws, so you'll want to use the biggest screwdriver you have handy. And I've already drained this. I'm just going to show you how it was done. You remove the lower screw, and you'll see just a tiny trickle of oil start down this lower fin. Then when you remove the upper screw, the oil will start to pour out the bottom hole. Now these screws take some serious oomph to get them out the first time, so use the biggest screwdriver that you have. Notice also that the screws have a nylon seal on them, so don't lose that little bit, or you could get water in the gear oil or have gear oil come out into the water, neither of which is good for your motor. Now, as you can see, the oil that I drained out into this coffee can is not looking very good. So I guess it was about time to change the oil. Replacing the oil on the lower gear drive requires that you pump the oil in from the bottom so it forces the air out, and then when it starts spilling out the top, you know you've got enough in there. So I went to Walmart and I picked that up for $6.97. It's a pump for filling lower gear units, and it has what they claim is a Yamaha adapter, but it looked like the threads were about the same size, so I'm going to try it out and see if it fits. And it looks like it does. Now let's figure out how the rest of this thing works. Okay, so you screw that in until it's snug. Now this is supposed to go into a 1-quart bottle, but all I found at the local store was this shape bottle. You're supposed to use SAE 90 gear oil, but it also says that it is supposed to be GL4, and on the back here it says that it's fine for outboard motor applications where GL4 or GL5 are recommended. Well, this came with it. I'm not sure what for, but it makes a handy punch. Ah, I get it. This is made to go into a quart bottle, but it also includes an adapter tube to go into one of these tall bottles. Now this thing only takes 1.6 ounces, which is not very much. We'll give it after the tube was filled, we give it that's 2 pumps, 3, and I can see the oil coming up, 4, 5, maybe I can't go so slow. There it is, 5 and a bit. So we'll put the upper screw back in. And it's supposed to be tightened at 2.5 inch-pounds, which is exactly that much. And I've got my other screw ready. You know, it would be nice if they had a swivel on this, so it was easier to take apart, but that would cost an extra 4 cents. I can't have that. Okay, just about loose. And you see it doesn't dribble out very fast. But it does pour out the end of the hose when you put that on the ground. So we'll set that right there so it doesn't drain too much. And finish tightening this back up. Once again, exactly 2.5 inch-pounds, more or less, and we're done. That's all there is to changing the lower gear oil, except for cleaning up the spills.